Chewing the Fat is brought to you by Studio 71 and netchannel2.com in conjunction with the Secret Hub Studios on the Gold Coast. Good evening, everyone. Episode 35 of Chewing the Fat on May 25, 2012. Coming to you a little bit late today because of the sick Glenn on Thursday night, and he was entitled to his little time off, and that's okay. But we have him here again now. It's now Friday evening around 6-ish, and here he is. Glenn, how are you, son? Back, baby. That's good. That's good. It's been an interesting week, but not really, because we talked about this last week, and I don't want to hammer on about this. And this is our mate Tomo. So, there's a few little jokes that are starting to appear. When you're working for somebody and you say, oh, hey, let's go down and get some hookers. You'll be, oh, don't worry, just do a Tomo. So the jokes are coming out. The jokes are coming out. I think he's probably already got problems in the mind. I think he had problems in the mind prior to all of this, to tell you the truth, but I think they're worse now.
Yeah, I'm just getting myself back, but it's gone again now.
It's gone?
So that's good.
Is that all right now?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Sorry about that. Edit point.
Edits. Yeah, so he's obviously he needs to relax, he needs to chill, and he probably needs to take a break. So he's done his public explanation, but he just needs to. I think he needs to resign. I don't think it matters what the consequences are. The consequences of your own health and well-being surely is enough. Like, wasn't there a New South Wales premier that attempted to take his life?
Yeah, Nick Sherry.
And then there was another one.
Oh, was there? I wasn't aware of the other one.
Premier. New South Wales.
A premier?
Or was it opposition leader?
Oh, yes. No, it was John Brogdon.
That's him. Yeah.
Yep.
That's him.
He was he had a depression, I think, but not from anything that he'd lied about or anything like that. I think it was just the pressure of the situation that he was in.
Yeah. But I mean, it's probably, and I think the focus has turned off Thompson now. I think Abbott's has turned to
he's turned to Gillard. Yeah, he's putting the pressure on her. But I think everyone should back off him now. Not that he's not a scumbag.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't have spent $500,000. And let's not forget $500,000 of money that didn't belong to him, including money on prostitutes and everything else. But I think in order to back off, you've got to back off, because we talked about this off air earlier today when we said that he's got to have a conversation with his wife and go, you know what, in 12 months' time, the government's going to be voted out. And I'm going to be shellacked, and I'm going to go out, and that'll be what they remember me for, the person who went out in disgrace.
Yeah.
Now, if he resigned now, we're going to have to go to an election regardless, and she's going to be shellacked at the polls now or in 12 months. It's not going to matter. But at least he can go out with some dignity and keep whatever benefits he's accrued, super or otherwise, through his time in Parliament, which is 5 years now, because he's been there since 2007. And just go out with dignity and get his head together and just, and if all these things go to a police or a civil or criminal matter, they'll be done. At least they won't. It'll be a back page story instead of a front page story.
Yeah, he needs to take a break. But what do you think about the current affair? Paying $60,000 to the prostitute that supposedly he slept with.
You know what? If someone waved around a checkbook in front of me, I'd put my hand up and say, yeah, it was me. I slept with him. That's ridiculous. There's no credibility. If they didn't pay her anything, then I'd probably take more notice of it. If they didn't,
they haven't paid her yet, though. They obviously,
but they've offered it, and that's why she's come forward.
But I think the deal is that she gets paid once it's proven to be true.
Right.
So, because she signed the affidavit, which is now she'd be in hot water if it's not true. So
that's true. She signed the stat deck. That's right.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a risk, and apparently this was done. This was all done at some place called the Boardroom in Sydney. So
yes,
yeah,
that's right. Look, it's a bit. I don't know how I think you can perjure yourself if you write an incorrect stat deck. I think that is a criminal offence.
I think so. Yeah, well, you got to get those signed in front of JPs. I don't think you can't lie on that.
No, you got to get them witnessed and notarized and the whole thing.
That's a hand on the Bible stuff. You can't do that. So it's
So that's interesting. I don't know when they're going to release that. They might back off not sure.
But yeah, but he's come out and he said, this is rubbish, and they've spent more on paying this woman than what I've spent on the actual prostitutes. But I don't know if that's an argument. They're in the
That's not really an argument, because at the end of the day, it's about getting to the bottom of the truth. It's not how much you spent on.
Yeah. Well, I don't believe that channel or the Current Affair in particular. It's just a dirtbag show anyway.
It is. It's a massive dirtbag show. Same with the other. What's the other one? What's the other one on Channel 7? That's a massive dirtbag show as well.
Today Tonight,
yeah.
Yeah, so another massive dirtbag show.
The Massive Dirtbag Show. That's the show title, everyone.
So, but yeah, because they've. Oh, look, I don't understand where has. Well, I think we spoke about this before. Where's the credibility? Where's the investigative, process has gone? Like a Current Affair with Mike Willis used to be good.
You would watch it because you knew that it stood for something generally. When Ray Martin did it as well too. But then, is it because it's a female doing it? Is that the reason? Or I doubt it.
No, it's just rubbish. It's
the boss. It's the person running the show that's deciding what stories go to air.
It's popcorn stories.
Yes. Well, it's actually less than that. It's chewing gum stories.
Yeah, used chewing gum stories.
Yeah, that's right. Chewing gum at the bottom of your seat at the movies stories.
Yeah. So look, he needs to leave. He just needs to leave. Then Abbott can get over it. See, Albanese, he's out saying now that he's asked some committee or the police or whatever, the federal police, to look into what Abbott's been saying about him, saying that Abbott can't say that because he's putting pressure on a member of parliament trying to do his duties or something, which is apparently against the law as well.
Oh, that's bullshit. All Abbott is saying that you should resign because you have misled parliament. And Albanese is saying, but you've misled Parliament by saying he's misled Parliament. It's like a couple of school kids. No, you did it. No, you did it.
Yeah. Oh, look, it is. That's just rubbish. Rubbish.
Look, the Labor Party haven't got a leg to stand on. And if anyone wants to go back to Peter Hollingsworth, I think that was 2004.
Or 2000?
Or no, 2004 it might have been. And they pursued him. Gillard, Swan, Albanese, they're all in there pursuing him because he didn't sack a bishop who was accused of sexual misdemeanors against young children. And there was no civil case, there was no criminal case, there was no report by a statutory body that said that he should go. There was nothing. There was not even a report that says, you did the wrong thing. Nothing. But they pursued him and he resigned. And now they're saying, what a bunch of hypocrites, that you can't do that to us. The legal process must take its course. Oh, when it suits you, yeah, sure.
But you think that if Craig Thompson is guilty, that he's in trouble not only outside Parliament but also now because he's made the speech inside Parliament?
He will.
Inside Parliament.
Yes. Well, he's in. See, this is what happens when you tell a lie. You've got to tell more lies to cover up that lie. And what did he had two options. I resign.
Yeah.
And I bring down the government. Or I lie. And look, and you know what? Julia Gillard's got to take responsibility for this. That is disgraceful. The pressure that she is putting on him to stay in Parliament.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I was just going to say, she's putting all this pressure on him to stay. He's not going to get no thanks for it.
He won't get it. She won't care. She's in it for herself. She's not in it for his mental health.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's right. He's got to go. Just resign, mate. Just resign. Do yourself a favour. Do us all a favour.
Yeah. Now, also off air, we were discussing. I heard this thing. I got an email too during the week. So if you want to feel better about things, you create a file on your desktop.
Yeah.
Create a file on your desktop that's and call it Julie Gillard, Word document or a text document, and then you delete it. Put in your trash bin.
Yeah.
And then
or a fat file.
Or a fat file.
Yes.
And then put it in your rubbish bin, and then go to your trash bin and go to empty the rubbish bin, and it will say, "Do you want to get rid of Julia Gillard?" And you just press yes. So it'll make you feel better.
Yes. We should have done a screen capture on that.
I was actually going to, but I ran out of time, which is a real shame.
So that would have been amusing.
Now,
but
go on.
Yeah, I was just going to try and move off.
Yeah, poor old Tomo. Unfortunately, I'm starting to feel sorry for him, even though he did some disgraceful things, and he's a bit of a scumbag for what he did. But you start to feel for the bloke. The guy must be under He must can't wait for the weekend.
Oh, look, I don't know. At the end of the day, just get out of it. Get
He's just
out.
got to
Who
go.
cares? Get
That's
out.
right. Just
Well,
get.
he
It's not
doesn't.
worth it.
No,
Your life and your health is not worth it. He
no
will have
way.
a heart attack. He'll have a
Yeah,
heart attack. Young bloke, he'll have a heart attack.
you could have a conniption.
Correct.
Have anything.
That's right.
You could have a brain explosion.
Yeah, aneurysm. He's gone.
Oh,
He's got to just get it. He's going to leave 2 kids behind. It's not
yeah.
worth it. Just leave.
He could spontaneously combust.
That's right.
He could do anything. Get out of it.
That's right. It's not
Get
worth
out.
it. Go, my friend. Go. The
Now,
truth.
also,
The truth shall set you
through
free.
the weeks. Yeah, through the week, State of Origin.
Yeah. Look. You know what? I didn't end up watching it. I got bored
With the game? Did you
with the
start watching
game.
it?
With the game. I
Yeah,
got bored.
yeah. When did you get bored?
About the first 20 minutes.
Oh, look, say you missed the fight.
Yeah, I didn't see. That would have been the best part. When would that come in?
Yeah, I'm not sure what time that was. That might have been around about that stage.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
just
sure.
turned it off just before that, probably.
Yeah, there's a fight, and then there's that. Obviously, you've heard about the English try, no try.
Yes, heard about that.
controversy.
Yeah, heard about all that.
Yes, look, I don't know. I think the rules have changed of late to actually say that that's okay.
Well, I heard all these jokes that the best players on the field were the refs.
Yeah. Look, in the spirit of the game, and as far as I remember, and the rules that I was taught, that's a no try.
Me too. I watched the footage and I reckon it's a no try.
Yeah, it's like if you can't hold on to the ball, and even though it may have been kicked out. So what's happened is it was kicked out of his arms, maybe, and they're saying it was kicked out purposefully. So Farah purposely kicked the ball. So therefore put the ball back live into play.
Right.
So the ball has come out of Inglis's arms, but then it's hit his arms and then it's hit the ground. So they're saying there's 2 things that the referee is deeming. There's 2 things he's deeming. He's deeming that Farah purposely played at the ball, and he's deeming that Inglis didn't purposely play at the ball and therefore by knocking it on after it was dislodged from his hands.
Right.
So I know that sounds a lot of complications in there, but it's just it shouldn't have been a try.
Clear as mud.
Yeah, shouldn't have been a try. Easiest option, no try.
No try. Yeah, benefit of the doubt, no try. But then they went to the video ref and they reckon it was a try, but they must have been, on something.
Yeah, I think he might have been looking at last year's State of Origin.
Yeah, that's right.
He wasn't sure what was going on.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
He had a tape in. He wasn't looking at the live one. He had a tape in.
Yeah, he was probably watching a rugby union match for all we know.
Oh, he could have been watching squash.
Yeah, that's right. What an
Who
idiot.
knows? Who knows?
What an idiot.
It's, so you've got another one there?
Well, there's one that I've got it here. It says outcry over $53,000 taxpayer funded Gillard government blog. Right, the Gillard government has spent $53,000 on something thousands of Australians do for free, running a blog. True, we can all get free blogs.
Yep.
Taxpayers will foot the bill for 2 blogs for about 3 months, featuring little more than articles about Australia-Asia relations. So she's probably cut and pasted that. Just one reader bothered to leave a comment on the blog, despite the site being designed to engage with the public and the government describing them as an online conversation. One of the 2 blogs doesn't even allow a reader comment.
Wow. Well, is there an address there that you can...
Well, that's the thing. Lose some of the comments. One wonders just who was the person who signed off on this debacle, yet another waste of taxpayer dollars. When will it end? One of the 2 blogs doesn't even allow a reader comment. This is a blatant abuse, and obviously there's no oversight. Again, please anyone, have the guts to force an election, because we taxpayers have had enough of this lot. They are bankrupting this country with total mismanagement, and that is so true.
And so they're also unmoderated.
Yeah.
So whoever she's paying, she's not paying enough because they're unmoderated posts.
It's hopeless. It's in the show notes, all the comments people have made, and that'll be on the www.netchannel2.com website after this show's finished. And actually, in future weeks, I'm actually going to post the show notes ahead of time. And then I can just paste the video on top of that. So there you go, eh?
Another one. Typical waste. These pilots are out of touch if they think this is acceptable. My blog costs nothing and there's 100 times more comments and likes. Could have given me 53K
yes.
and got a better result.
Yep. Agree.
Yeah, that's right. But I mean, is it actually like this? Is the thing? Is it actually 53,000? Because this could be a bit of a headline, you know.
Oh,
Is
yeah, could
is
be.
it 53,000 set aside specifically, or is
Maybe
it?
it was set aside but not spent. But knowing the government, if it's set aside, there's a good chance more than that was spent.
Yeah, but what I was getting to though is it was it actually set aside? Okay, here's 53K. Go and write me a blog, or was it okay? She's rang up the IT department and said, "Hey guys, can you just do another blog for us?" Blah blah blah. And they said, "Okay, well they've worked it out. Well, if it's taken them 2 days to code it, as it takes them a week to moderate it. So over a year, that will come out to be 53,000.
Maybe.
So it's
Maybe.
hard to know. It could be all be as beat up.
Yeah, could be. It could be.
It's probably not.
Now, what I hate. Do you have cats?
No,
Do you like cats?
no, not particularly.
Hate them. They shit
Yep.
everywhere. They don't care about anything but themselves. Anyway, man divorces cat lady after she adopts 550 cats.
550. Where's she living?
Here we go. The cat goes in, and in this case, the husband leaves. Imagine coming home to find you've been replaced by a new pet. Now imagine that new pet is about not one, but 550 adopted cats your wife decided she just had to have.
What's she going to feed him?
Oh, him, probably. That's why he left. Get the hell out of here. They're going to eat me.
How can she decide to have?
Where would you put them all?
There's some mental issues going on there.
Yeah, definitely. This is the bizarre situation an Israeli man found himself in. The man has now filed for divorce, citing stress. Oh, no shit.
Yeah, sleepless nights
Sleepless nights, cats licking my nuts.
and too much purring.
That's right. And kitty litter everywhere.
That's terrible. That's shocking.
Just stupid.
Well, I don't know if you're a watcher of SBS's Go Back to Where You Come From.
I am every now and again when I get a chance.
Oh,
No, hang on.
So
Go back to where you come from, or who do you think you are?
they go back to where you came from.
I don't think I've seen that one. That sounds slightly ethnically like I'm attacking the Dagos or something.
Like it could possibly be a bit of why that particular title was formed, seeing that it is on SBS. But anyway, but it is that what they do is they grab a person, a celebrity or whatever,
Yep.
And they trace their roots back to where they came from.
I have watched a similar one on the BBC. It's
Yes.
called Who Do You Think You Are? And they had Melissa George on there. Was that one? Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I haven't seen the Melissa George one, but I
That was
have
quite
seen
good.
others. But no, look, there was just a post today saying the SBS is coming back for a new season of this, and their guests this year are going to include Mike Smith, who's a former shock jock. He's
Yeah.
He's some of the things he's done is whipping up outrage at Sydney 2UE with the plight of asylum seekers, or as he must put it, illegal Centrelink seekers.
True.
Often falling into his crosshairs. He was one of many to complain about the government paying for family members of those who died in the Christmas Island boat tragedy to attend their funerals. Yeah, so that's him. There's also Angry Anderson.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, so that's all right. It's he's an anti-carbon tax campaigner, but also has his own strong views about immigration and multiculturalism. It's not ill-conceived to look at certain people and question when they came out of here, what they bring with them, he told the Daily Telegraph in 2007. So he's on there. Now, this lady, I don't know, Catherine Davini. She's a former Melbourne Age columnist, renowned for her outspoken left-wing political views, particularly on religion, and has been an advocate for Australia increasing its asylum seeker intake.
Oh, yeah, of course she is. Oh, well, I won't be watching that one, and we know where she's from, communist Russia, so we won't go back there.
Turn the TV off that night.
Yeah, turn the TV off. Not interested.
Alan Asher,
haven't heard.
last year, resigned as a Commonwealth Ombudsman after he was revealed he had scripted questions about immigration detention for Green Senator Sarah Hanson-Young. So I've heard of him. And Imogen Bailey, which would be a good one.
Yeah, I'll be watching that one.
The former Lads Mag centerfold and Sophie actress is an advocate for animal rights, posing near naked in a series of campaigns for PETA.
Yeah, what's she been doing with herself lately? God, I wouldn't be calling her a celebrity. Wouldn't she be more a forgotten celebrity?
Yes,
by now?
She belongs in one of
Guess
those
it's
Big
been a
Brother
long
shows or
time.
something. Oh, speaking of which, that is coming back to Channel 9. Can you
Oh
believe it?
yeah, I know. Can you imagine the deadheads taking into account the quality of their current affairs program? Could you imagine the drongos and
Yeah.
bogans that they're
Oh,
going to have on this show?
it's going to be going to be a joke.
Yeah.
It's not going to
Well,
be good.
look, I'll probably watch it for a bit of a laugh. We can talk about it every week and just
Oh,
slag
look,
them off.
I might. Oh, look, I don't know. I don't have time to bloody watch anything, but I might just for a laugh. You're probably right.
Yeah,
You're
I'll
probably
watch it for
right.
a laugh. Well, I've got her on a Google search here. She's done nothing
No,
for a long
probably not.
time. The last post of anything about her by somebody else other than her
Hmm.
was in June 2010.
Yeah. Yeah. So another one I just found because I know we're whipping through them tonight.
Yeah, that's all right.
Lee Rhiannon caught out bagging greens.
Yes.
Did you see that
What a
one?
yes. Because apparently she's quite the rabid left winger. And
Mm.
apparently Bob Brown was sort of in the middle. Even though you wouldn't think so, because he was a bit of a rabid moron. Yeah. So continue with your story.
Well, isn't she involved? She's the senator for New South Wales somewhere.
Marrickville.
Is that what and the Marrickville Council or something?
Yes.
That's where they wanted to put a ban on anything coming from Israel.
Yeah, Israelis, Israeli food, Israeli products, everything. They wanted to ban Israel because, for some reason, because they've a lot of the left wingers have shared the same, and not all, but some of a lot of the left wingers share the same. I don't know, what would you call it? Ideologies and how they think life should be lived, and the bludging on the public purse, as a lot of people from the Middle East. So she's gone with the side of the Middle East, and then she's gone, well, Middle East and hates Israelis, so let's ban the Israelis.
But that's outrageous because, it's
racist.
It's the council. She had, it was her and the council wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And they had no right, no jurisdiction, no.
Well, the thing is, Bob, what's his name? Barry O'Farrell has now put in law that's effective September 1 that if you're a mayor or a councillor in any council, you cannot sit.
Yeah.
You cannot sit on a Senate seat or a House of Representatives seats in a state or federal level if you're already holding a seat. You got to pick one or the other.
Yeah, fair enough. That must be how it is up in.
It is that though. Campbell Newman, who got rid of it? Someone got rid of it before him, but he stuck with it.
The Gold Coast mayor Ron Clark, he stood down as mayor.
Yep.
To contest a seat in the state parliament.
That's right. Well, what's his name? Well, Campbell Newman had to.
Oh yeah,
he had to do it as well.
He couldn't be Brisbane. But did you see Ron Clark on the election night? I'm not sure. I don't know if you saw it or not. But they crossed to him, the Channel 9 boys. So was it Richo and whoever was there?
Who was he running for?
Independent.
He was an independent. Okay.
Yeah. So they crossed to him and they did give him an interview and stuff. And the interviewer says, "Oh yeah, how you doing, Ron?" And blah blah blah. How's your day been? And blah blah blah. And Ron just goes, "Yeah, I could think of a lot of places, 100 different places I'd rather be."
Oh, really?
Then it comes back to the panel, and they're just going, "You're running for a seat. This is where you should be. Where would you want to be?"
What an idiot!
Yeah, just total brain snap. And anyway, it turned out they only got 400 votes, 300 votes anyway.
Oh, well, he didn't.
So that's probably why his comment.
Yes.
I'd rather be anywhere else because
yeah,
they
exactly.
just went up.
Oh, poor bastard. Wasn't he an athlete, Ron Clark?
Yeah, he was in the Olympics.
That's
a
right.
runner or something.
He was a runner. I think he was a middle distance runner, 1,500 meters or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. But look, I didn't rate him as a mayor.
No, well,
I just think, I don't know, there's too many closed door things. Why don't they have closed door meetings and all this sort of stuff where no one knows what goes on?
Yeah.
There's bloody, budgetary meetings. They're all secret. Close the doors. Everyone out. Get out.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the original thing. Lee Rhiannon, Green Senator Lee Rhiannon and her media advisor ghost wrote a controversial article attacking her own party for accepting a $1.68 million donation from internet entrepreneur Graham Wood.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know who he is. That's the Flight Centre guy, isn't it?
I'm not sure who that is. The article in question, ostensibly written by Norman Thompson, director of Rhiannon's Democracy for Sale project.
You don't sell democracy. Democracy for sale, isn't that corruption?
Well, I think, but that she was probably, well, that would have been like a bit of a tongue in cheek, wouldn't it? Like title, as in, well,
Yeah,
okay,
probably.
he's got the most money, can buy it like Clive Palmer. It's not, he's got money.
I do hope he runs for Wayne Swan's seat because he will win that.
Well, I'm thinking about that. I don't know if that'd be a good idea.
For him, probably not.
I don't think he would last 3 years. I don't think he would represent properly. He'd get sick of it.
Oh, no, it depends. Malcolm Turnbull, he had a lot of business interests and he dropped all that and said, right, I'm going to hand it over and let other people run my business interests.
Yeah.
And he's given it a good year.
He's first.
Yeah. Maybe he'll build that and then he'll launch his
He'll sail through under the Gateway Bridge into the Brisbane Town Hall.
No, I think he's going to. I think he'll knock over the Gateway Bridge. He did that.
It'll be a big ship.
Yeah. So, well, anyway, last week the other thing that happened, they had a poll, Galaxy or News poll or a Nielsen poll, that based on the last poll, not one current federal Labor member would hold their seat in Queensland at the next election.
Yeah, right. Yep, there you go.
There you go. It's happening. It's starting. I think they got as low as 23%, which is lower than same level as Queensland.
Yeah. Yeah, look, it's going to be a carve up. It's going to be an absolute carve up.
What I'm annoyed at is I can't wait. I don't want to wait that long. I want to get to Canberra before the winter's over.
I know you do. You want your little tent pitched and, yeah. You want to go dip your toes in Lake Burley Griffin.
Well, yeah, if it's not empty. No, it will be empty because the carbon tax will empty it.
Did you see was it Barnaby Joyce through the week?
No, I didn't see him.
He's come out of Parliament House for an interview, or they've got to him on the steps as he was walking out. And then he's all rugged up in his bloody scarf and his jumper, his jacket and his overcoat and all that. And he just stands there and I'm just going, what's he on about? And he goes, I'd just like to thank Julia Gillard. Actually, she's done a fantastic job this year. I'm thinking, what's this guy on?
Ooh.
And he goes, she's done a fantastic job. I just like to stand here and congratulate her wholeheartedly. The climate tax has worked.
Because I'm freezing.
That's right. That's because it's so cold. It's worked. So thank you.
Yeah, well, you know what? Everyone's saying you cannot cure a scientific problem with an economic solution.
Yeah.
The best way to stop, if there is climate change, the best way to stop it is to plant more trees. Because trees suck in carbon dioxide and pump it out as oxygen.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I thought, wasn't there a story back a little while ago? Every time you send a rocket into space, little hole punched in the ozone.
Yeah, there you go. What about them? You're going to stop that too. We have to bring our satellites back. We'll be back to dial-up on the internet now. No live streaming.
Oh,
no, it's ridiculous.
So, did you have any more stories?
No, I'm done.
Well, I've got one more
Go.
that we can talk about. Tips. This is tips off the internet, the Power Index. The tips for the BRW Rich 200 Top 10 Australia. You got a tip for number one?
I know who it is. Is that what you're asking?
Oh, yeah. The tips for the top 10 this year. Because I think the tips have been last year, but
okay, go for it.
The tips are Gina Reinhardt.
Yes, 29 billion. Yep.
20 billion. Ivan Glassenberg.
Yeah, the Swiss guy.
Yeah, which is chief executive of the largest shareholder ever as the hype. I don't know what he does. Extrata. Anthony Pratt.
Yep. Visi board.
Frank Lowy, 5 billion.
Yep.
Andrew Forrest, 4.5 billion.
On your Triggy.
James Packer, 4.4.
Yeah, used to be 8. Well done.
Yeah, Harry Triggerboff.
Yeah, no Harry.
Personally.
No, well, not personally. I met him once, and we used to do his nephew's work.
Oh, okay. John Gandel.
Yep, shopping centres.
Chris Wallen.
Haven't heard of him.
Queensland Coal Baron. Keeps an extraordinary low profile.
Good for him, and so he should. Now he's going to get taxed being on that list.
and Clive Palmer,
Yeah, Clive.
2.3 bill. So Gina Reinhardt dwarfing.
She's 29
or
billion, isn't she?
gianting.
She's now the richest woman in the world.
What about the Queen?
No, the Queen's got nothing. She's got
You-
about the same amount as James Packer.
Yeah, right. Hmm.
Hey, I wouldn't be complaining.
Oh no, just I'd even like to be number 10.
Number 10, I'd be happy if I had 1/10 of number 10.
I'd be happy as number probably 200.
Yeah, exactly, 200. I think that's Kevin Rudd's wife.
Yeah, right.
210 million she's worth.
Sure. Jeez.
Yeah, Ruddy leadership. I don't need it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all right.
All right, that's it.
Good stuff.
Chewing the Fat is
We'll
brought
talk
to
to you
by
again next
Studio
week.
71
Yes,
and
we will
Net
indeed. See you all next week,
72.com.
Thursday night,
The secret of
after Aussie
studios
Tech
on the
Heads,
Gold Coast.
and we'll see you then. See you later.
Ciao, ciao.